Hello, everyone, and welcome to NCAA 2004. So, after managing to win a top 5 matchup here, or rather beat the top 5 team, we're not top 5, after beating the top 5 team in the country in the Maryland Terrapins, we have moved up into number 9 after a couple wins ourselves, and we are facing the new number 5 team in the country, which is in our own conference, which is the Arkansas Razorbacks. So, this is a rivalry that now, or not really a rivalry, but I mean, I don't know. I think everyone in the SEC considers a conference game rivalries at this point. But it's not a rivalry, but it's an exchange back and forth here over the last few seasons that has definitely produced some interesting results in some games here. We've gone back and forth with the Razorbacks. I think this is the highest ranked either of us have ever been playing each other since Sicknaven has taken over at the helm. It's a pretty gray and disgusting day here at Bryant-Denny as NCAA04 seems to love the overcast gray days for some reason. Like the auto-gen always does that. So, because we beat Kentucky, we already have a game up on the Razorbacks. But they are 4-0. They've went perfect in their non-con schedule. We have also picked up a couple important non-con wins. We beat San Diego State, and of course, we beat Maryland in the last video. So we're off to a great start in our season as well here. Arkansas running out a new quarterback here with Vincent. He is going to be the new man. We're going to see a lot of new faces moving ahead here across the SEC. As of course, we're not the only team existing here. All these other teams are turning over the rosters. We still have a lot of our first-year guys on the team still. I've only really upgraded in the position groups that have really needed the help, like receiver. So, moving ahead now into the first quarter, it is going to be 1st and 10 for the Crimson Tide offense. And now 12 is going to drop back here. Plenty of time, clean pocket in front of him. Lasers this one out to Spears along the sidelines, and he's going to haul this one in for the first down. We've already went through most of the first quarter as neither offense has been able to do much of anything. And now the Razorbacks are forcing a 3rd and long here on the Crimson Tide. Toa's going to drop back, and that play is basically just going to fall apart, I guess. I don't know if that was designed or if he looked and immediately didn't see really anybody open that he wanted to throw to and was like, screw it, I'll run it myself. But from where he was at, that was probably about a 20-yard run he would have to complete in order to get the first down. So I don't know what that was. But the kick here from Ferguson, he had plenty of leg for it, but it looks like maybe the wind might have taken that one a little bit further left than he wanted. So the first quarter is going to end scoreless as we threaten here at the end of the first quarter, but can't really manage to do it. So Vincent, it looks like might have been an option play, but it just ends up in the hands of the fullback, and he's got plenty of room in the secondary because nobody was back there. And he's going to pick up a nice little chunky yardage. As you can see, that was his one rush. So he picks up 22 yards on the carry. And now Arkansas working things in here in the red zone. It's going to be 3rd and 4. It's going to be another handoff to Tanner, that fullback. But this time he is awfully slow, too slow to get to the first down marker. Good job by our defense to prevent that first down. But Arkansas is feeling gutsy, man. They're going to keep the offense on the field, and they want to go for that first down. It's 0-0. Why not? Offense has been able to operate all day, and maybe that's why you don't do it, but because you can't get back to the line of scrimmage. So that one was dead to rights, and it was a good move by Arkansas's running back to get back inside to the line of scrimmage, but still they're going to mark him short and give us the football, which we do nothing with. So Arkansas is back on offense, working again. Vincent finds an open receiver, makes a brilliant spin move, and he's got the speed. No one's going to catch him, and he's going to dive into the end zone to get away from the defenders chasing him in pursuit, and Arkansas is finally going to get themselves on the scoreboard. Well, or anyone is going to get themselves on the scoreboard as Vincent unloads this one, and what a brilliant spin move. Just whoop. Look at there. Look, lost out there. Our DBs are just absolutely lost out there. So tough break for the defense. But that was a huge big play. We don't give up a lot of big plays, but certainly was one. So Arkansas again with the football as the Crimson Tide offense is really just struggling to get much of anything done. And that was number 8 making the tackle here, but he's going to get a little bit too much of the face mask, and that is going to give a 4th and 1 rather than a 4th and 6 to Arkansas. As we had them dead to rights here on 4th down, but now they're in a position where if they wanted to, they could go for it. But the third quarter is going to come to a close. Arkansas's 1 touchdown, the only thing to speak of in this game. It's been rough for the Crimson Tide offense. But on 4th and 1, Arkansas is going to come out of the intermission, and they're definitely going to try and go for it. We are loading the box. We got everybody on the line that we possibly can. We're going to send everybody to the kitchen sink, and there's no room for them to run as Arkansas is denied on the 4th and 1. So that's the second 4th down conversion they've tried getting, and they have been absolutely denied. And so now we are going to take over on offense, and we need to get something going, man, because we've had nothing going all game. So number 12 is going to drop back. It looks like he's going to try to run for it again, but fortunately he finds Spears out there, and he's going to laser it out to him. In a lot of coverage, man. There was a lot of dudes out there, and there's even another Crimson Tide receiver out there. So just happy that Spears came down with it. So 1st and 10 now for Alabama. 33's lined up in a tight end spot. So number 12 again. Dude, I don't know what these shaky plays are. He's like snapping it. Looks like he's going to run for it. I don't know what he's doing. I've got no idea what he's doing, but it is caught. So we'll take it. And now 2nd and 1 is what we're looking at here. 12's going to drop back. We're not going to hand it off. We're going to try and throw for it again. And why not when you got Kelly wide open and that DB was completely lost out there? He tried to overcorrect on the coverage and completely threw himself out of the play as Kelly was able to just kind of split the gap there and just use that power, or that speed rather, to surge in between those two defenders and get into the end zone. So it's going to be a Crimson Tide touchdown. We finally answer back to the Razorbacks, and we have a tie football game here at Bryant-Denny. But Vincent's going to pitch this one out to the running back, and that one's going to go absolutely nowhere. But there's another hanky on the field. And don't tell me what it is. It's another face mask. So we're going to give Arkansas more help now, as we were looking at a 3rd and short, but now they have a 1st and 10. Just absolutely brutal, man. And Sick Naven can't believe it. Cannot believe it, man. I can't believe it either, because we really need to get the ball back in our hands. But Arkansas is now operating here. Pressure is on, but Vincent gets rid of it, and that receiver's open. It's not a receiver, it's the running back, and he cuts up field, and no one was there to catch that wheel route. As the running back runs out into a route here, and just the momentum that he carried, as you can see, man, just the speed, and that pressure was on, just couldn't get to the quarterback. And see, look at that speed just carries him upfield. Someone there made a nice little push, but it wasn't enough to get him out of bounds. So into the end zone, Arkansas goes, but there's still plenty of time. They scored a little bit too early, so with 2 minutes left to go, we got plenty of time. So number 12 is going to throw it out to number 33, the running back, in the flat, but he's going to get spun out, and he's going to fumble the football. There's absolutely no one in position to get on top of it, except for Arkansas Razorback defenders. So this is going to essentially ice the game here for Arkansas as a huge, costly fumble. Normally it's number 12 at least laying up 1 or 2 interceptions a game, but now number 33 essentially loses us this game. And so on 2nd and inches, we have a chance to stop Arkansas. We cannot bring down their fullback. We just cannot do it, but they're going to mark him they're going to give him the 1st down this time here, as it looks like he might not have made it. But so now Arkansas trying to kill time here. We're trying to prevent them from getting the game-winning 1st down, and there it is. I mean, I thought the last one was it, but that one too, because we have no timeouts regardless. And so Arkansas is going to ice this game here with a couple nice 1st downs, and we are going to take an L. So we beat one top 5 team here, but now Arkansas is going to not only ice this game, but they're going to get into the end zone. So in the process of trying to just get some 1st downs, trying to run the football and play keep away, they're going to score another touchdown. Just adding injury to insult, man. It's brutal. So we're going to lose to a top 5 opponent. We beat the first one, but the second top 5 opponent in our own conference manages to trip us up. And to be completely honest with you, we probably would have rather have won this game and then lost to Maryland, because now this puts us in a pretty tough spot in our division in the SEC, as Arkansas's one conference win comes against us, and they're going to cement themselves firmly in the top 5. We're going to drop out of the top 10 once again. Yeah. So that's that. On offense, we really don't show up again. Cannot run the football effectively, which we've seen before be an issue for us. Arkansas was running all over us, man, with their fullback and their running back. They just could not be stopped. We could not contain the run. Vincent didn't even really have to throw that much. So we got to find a way to not be as one-dimensional on offense as well in these games here. I really want to see a little bit more running, successful running with the football if we could, but number 12, I guess, doesn't have the worst game here. 160 yards and a touchdown. Does throw a pick. Remember I mentioned that typically he's always throwing at least a pick or two, but yeah. So Spears leading the charge on the receiving core here, but Kelly's the one with the touchdown. So, yeah. But that's that. Matthews leads the team in tackles. We do get a couple sacks here for Walls. Number 8 isn't really as high as I thought he would be, the linebacker, but that's going to carry us into probably the biggest game of our schedule every single freaking year, as we are now on the road to Athens once again to take on the Georgia Bulldogs in Sanford Stadium here. They are number 13. We are number 14, so this is another high-powered matchup here, and we are looking to just get ourselves an important conference win, because these are games we got to win, baby. So I'd really love to beat Georgia again, so hope to see you guys in Athens when we take on the Georgia Bulldogs once again.